All right, everybody, this is what happens when you use and abuse a cutting board. Let it sit in water a little bit. Constant abuse without putting refinish on it, the mineral oil or mineral oil beeswax. So what do you think? Should we refinish it or should we just chuck it? Well, I'm gonna refinish it to show you how to do that and how nice it'll look. Pretty much brand new, a little thin maybe, but brand new after all done. So here we go. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look for any kind of cracks, splits, or I'm gonna probably resaw them with a bandsaw and then I'll joint the edges. That's good just to joint, but you gotta get rid of all those cracks. Gotta separate those pieces to be able to re-glue them together before you plane it. So that's what I'll do first. All right, well, this one I was able to take a flathead screwdriver and just prime apart. You can see all the gunk that was inside there. Glue, food deposit, you know, that stuff can get pretty rancid if you're not careful. So that one just split right off, no big deal. Easy to joint those, clean them up. This one I actually took the bandsaw and ripped it. Let's see wherever it's coming apart there. But I want to try to split it that way because this is still pretty solid. So just cut on the bandsaw, join it, clean it up, maybe a table saw as well. And then it's ready to glue back up. Edges are all clean, joiner. So now we are ready to get them all glued up. Now you will have a little discrepancy in the handle, but you know, we'll just sand that, recut it, reroute it, need be. And it's almost brought back to life. Now it's all glued up. Be sure to use your bottom clamps and your top clamp to counteract the forces upon each other so it stays nice and flat. You can also take a piece of scrap wood and a mount and hit each corner to make sure they're flat against the vise or the clamps, so you can make sure your project is nice and flat when you go to plane it. Take off less material. All right, here's the cutting board all glued up, ready for the planer. Got the glue scraped. So, let's see how this ugly thing comes out. All right, here it is, planed out. Got some nice color to it. Brought it back to life. It's about 5/8 from 3/4 to get all planed. I think actually this is the second time I redid this one because I usually try to keep the cutting boards an inch thick. So now we're just gonna start sanding it, reroute it, and then get the oil on it after we train the grain. All right, everybody, here is the cutting board all finished. 2 coats of beeswax mineral oil on it. See how it brought all the color out, and pretty much looks like a new cutting board. So don't throw those out. You can always fix them. It's just a matter of taking the time, do it right. But it brought out the nice color of the grain. So there you go, cutting board that lasts you a lot longer.